So, good afternoon, champions. So, welcome to our today's analysis. I usually get excited, especially when it comes to recording analysis with you guys. It has always been a wonderful journey, walking the journey with you, getting to have an experience of the forex trading together with you guys. So, usually very excited, and I am always looking forward to Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays where I get the opportunity of sharing my mind and what I see in the market together with you guys. And what I can say is that for the whole of this week, we have recorded um, a very significant profit, especially when it comes to the Euro USD, AUD USD together with the GBP USD. Most of the time, we have been capitalizing on the buying. As I said on Monday, that this week we are looking forward to more buys on the three particular pairs. And for those of you who are trading them, the USD index, I know it has always been a sell for you. So it has always been a wonderful session with you. So today, with no much further ado, I'd like us just to go straight to our analysis. So let us just go straight to our analysis. So today we will be analyzing the USD JPY. Wow. So, but before getting to the USD JPY, like for those of you who are not still in our group, I think you need to be in the winning team. So looking at the GBP USD, as I've always said that we are back and we are back strong. So on the GBP USD, we were able to capitalize on a 59 pips gain. So we took the market from these particular areas that were here. So from these particular areas that were here, so let me correct some few things and I think we'll be alright. Yeah. Looks so big. Okay. Yeah, I think that is okay. Yeah. So looking at the market, I'm so excited. So looking at the market for this week, so we took the market from these particular areas that were here. So from these particular areas, we were targeting these particular areas, but when it came to these particular areas, we had to move out, which was also still significant based on that this is a very strong point of resistance. So it is good that whenever you are in this significant point, especially this very strong point of resistance, it is good for you to hold. There's a difference between you coming out of the market and you locking in your profit. So you can decide to continue holding, but then since this will because the region of resistance, we are expecting more consolidation to happen in these particular levels. So you can either decide to hold in the market, which is sometimes it can be a little bit risky holding this particular market, especially when they are in a particular point of resistance or they are in a particular point of support, because you don't know what happens, because sometimes a news may come up and not necessarily the NFP, but it can be any kind of news that may rise out. A suddenly something may happen in when you are trading the GBP USD. Something may happen in USA. Something may happen to Britain, and it may cause the market to, in a very a volatile way, move toward the downside, kick you out of the market, and then come back to this particular point of consolidation. So what I usually advise most of the people that I trade with is that you move your stop loss. Maybe your stop loss was below here, maybe at 20 pip below the market price that you had trade. So the moment you move your stop loss from this particular area here and you place it just below this particular point of resistance, this means that actually you have locked in your profit. So if the market is going to move below, if it gains maybe volatility due to any kind of market that may be released, still your profit is locked in, so you will not be associated with that kind of volatility. But the moment you decide to hold, then it becomes a little bit risky. That's why I advise most of um, the people that I trade with that please lock you lock your profit and then you wait. So currently, most of the people that I'm trading with, you can see that we have moved. So we have decided to reduce. So we have decided to edit. I call it editing your stop loss to this particular level that are here. So currently, this is our stop loss, and we are looking forward for the market to move up to these particular levels that are here. So and if we'll be able to gain the whole profit for this case, so I'll be looking forward to more. So it will be the first of all, the so from these particular levels of here, so we can calculate. So from this particular level that we took here to this particular levels, so that is 54, this is 53, 54 pips, and then up to this particular area here, we'll be able to have gained a total of 120 pips only on the GBP USD. So that was this is just a recap of what has been happening for the whole week. So we have the AUD USD. Also, the AUD, I mean the AUD USD, we were able to get a total profit of 75 pips, 75 pips after moving from these particular levels here that came to this point of resistance. And then on the AUD, I mean the AUD USD. So for the AUD USD, we have decided that we have locked in, we have also locked in our profit. So you can see that we were able to only gain a total of, so from this particular level that were here, from these particular levels to these particular levels, we were able to gain a total of 30 pips, which is not bad. So on the AUD USD, on the AUD USD, we are currently looking at the market from this view. So we are currently looking at the market from this particular view. So that is it. So we are targeting 70 pips, putting in a risk of 25. So that is it. So we what I'm currently expecting is that the market are going to move from these particular levels to rise to this particular areas. We may have some sense of a breakout to the upside, then a retrace to this particular area, mainly because it's a very strong point of resistance based on the on these previous moves that are made here, and also for the market to be able to move toward the upside to this particular level. So that is what I'm expecting for the AUD USD. If anything happens against what I've said, we are also in. We are I don't decide where the market move, but I move with how the market is going to move. That is how I base my movement. So the market may decide to create a breakout. So the breakout may decide to move from these particular levels to this lower level. May come back to a retrace in which I'm going now to decide to capitalize on it after it has moved to this particular level to this particular level, because it will be a full confirmation. This will be an M confirmation, and then this will be a clear view. So we'll be moving down to this particular. So I'll be targeting the market to this particular level that are here, because this then becomes a very strong point of support. Looking at the market from this particular levels and also from these particular levels that are here. So I'll be looking forward to placing in a sell trade up to those particular levels. And looking at it, I think I'll be gaining a total of how many pips from this particular level to these particular levels. We'll be looking at 100 pips, almost 100 pips, yeah, which is good again for the market. So either ways, we are still at the first champion is always the winning team. So that is it. So let us move on to our what I was supposed to talk about today. So I am currently looking at the USD JPY. So I won't start from the monthly time frame, but then I'm going to start the analysis from the weekly time frame. So looking at the market from the weekly time frame, we had a general move toward the downside. You can see based on this downward trend that you're seeing here. So you can see that we had our first touch in this particular level that are here. So you can see that we had our first touch. So let me use this. So you can see that we had our first touch in this particular trend line that is below. I moved to the outside to this particular point of resistance, which I you can see that I've already placed in a long position. I'm going to talk about that. So you can see that we had a move to the downside. You can see that this is a very strong point of support based on the previous movement. So we expected this. So this was a very strong point of support. A move to the upside. So One thing that you have to understand with the USD JPY, we are expecting a lot of consolidation. So you can see that we have got all this sort of consolidation, but then we started having this particular pattern. So we were having this particular point as the region of resistance, but then we are having this particular trend line here behaving as a point of contact below here. So that's why you can see that it came to this particular trend line, respected it, and then moving toward the upside. So in this area, we had our first touch in these particular levels here, our second touch in this particular level that are here, came up to this particular region here, point of resistance, a move to the downside. You can see it's still respected this particular trend line that is here, move to the upside. So you can see a change of move, an M-shaped formation, double triangle, moving toward the outside. So this was a clear sign. So the moment that this particular pattern was not obeyed, it came to this only to this particular point of resistance. It actually gives you a sign that it was preparing to do something different. So it came down. We had to this particular trend line. We had a move to the downside. And I always repeat this, that whenever you see that the market has created any kind of breakout, it will always have a retest that is. So you can see that when it came out, created a breakout, we had this a small retest, then a move to the downside, came to this particular point of support. So you can see this is a very strong point of support based in these levels, and also looking at the previous movement of the chart, you can see that we also have got this level. So this was a very strong point of support. We had a move to the upside to still this point of resistance that is here, had a move to the downside respecting this particular point here. We had that particular touch there to the downside, had another move to this particular level that are here, and the consolidation continued. So we had a change of pattern where we had a clear breakout to the downside, but then the market were able to correct themselves, created a breakout out of this particular point of resistance to this particular level that are here, a retest. As I've always said, we had a retest, then a move to the upside. So we continued moving toward the upside, and you can see that we have experienced a lot of several touches. So we are currently here. So, looking at the market from this particular view, what is my expectation? What am I expecting the markets to behave? So, if the markets will be able to move toward the upside from the region in which they are in, that is currently, if the market will be able to move from this particular level that are here to be able to move higher than this level, that is creating a breakout to the upside above this particular point of resistance, then that will be a clear move that it is ready to reach this target. That's why you can see that I've placed in this long position. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting the market to rise up to this particular level that are here. You can see that this is a very strong point of resistance based on this move here. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting that when it rises to that level, comes back for a retest, and then that is when I'll be able to move in with a buy stop, that is to be able to capitalize on this move. So that is it. That is it. That is it. So that is it from the weekly time frame. So moving into the daily time frame to be able to see what is happening. So looking at the market, you can see that you have got this beautiful upward trend. I like this pattern. So you can see that you have got this beautiful upward trend. So we had a touch attached from these particular levels here, came to this particular point of resistance. So it started creating a certain point of resistance. Then we had this point of support here, a general move to this particular point of resistance, still based on the previous move, but then created a breakout, but was not so strong. So we came down. So came down to this particular levels, this particular region here, still respecting this particular trend line that is below here, you can see. Then we had a move to the upside. So you can see that it created a breakout, but then this time round when it came to a retest, it was just a retest. So when it came to this particular point, since it was a very strong point of resistance based on our two touches here, it had to come back for a retest. Then when it came back for a retest, it was a clear move. So let me show you how it would have been easier for you to capitalize. The moment you see this particular retest and you feel as if this market want to move to the upside, it was a good sign for you to place in a buy stop at that particular level. You see, the moment you place in a buy stop at this particular level, if the markets they have gone to the upside, then they come below here, they come to this level that is here. So if they won't come up again, it will be safer for you because you will not be in that trade. That is if it moves toward the downside. But then when it is ready to move toward the upside, you can see that by a buy stop, you get into the market and your target will clearly be this particular region that is here. So you'll definitely be able to gain a profit. That is 231 pips. So you can see that it was able to move to the upside to this particular trend line, still respecting this particular trend line from this previous move that we are seeing here. So we had after this touch, we had a move to this particular level. You can see this later on, you can see that it is going to be a very strong point of support. So we had a breakout above again. So a retest, a small retest, then a move to the upside to this particular trend line, still respecting this trend line again. Then we had a clear move to the downside to this particular region here. You can see that this is a very strong point of support. Then after touching this point of support, we had a move again to the upside, touching again this particular trend line that is here. Then we experienced a move to the downside this time round to this particular point of support. Then you can see that after touching this point of support, we had a move to the downside to these particular levels. This is a region of resistance based on the previous touch that we are seeing here. A move to the downside, you can see that this is a shallow touch to this particular level, which was our previous point of resistance. Then it acted as a point of support, gaining momentum to tap this particular level that are here. So wow, wow. So currently we are here. What am I expecting? I'm currently expecting a breakout to the upside. That is what I'm honestly waiting for. I'm waiting for a breakout. So you are going to see this when you move to the lower time frame that we are seeing. So moving to the hourly time frame. So looking at the market from the hourly time frame, you can clearly see. So you can see that we had this touch that is here. So you can see that we had our touch here, then we had a move to the upside to this particular level that are here, came below here, we had a touch there, then moving to the upside, you can see that we had another touch, a move to the downside. These were clear patterns. That's why sometimes I like trading the USDJPY because it usually gives clear patterns on, and it will always in most times repeat its patterns as many times as possible. So when this market came to this particular point of support, you can see this is a very strong point of support based on the previous move here. It moved again to the upside to this particular level. You see, this is a sure thing that it, because previously it tagged this particular point of support, moved to these particular levels. You see, that's the same thing that it is going to do as it has done here, as it has done here, same thing. So you can see that it clearly moved to the upside to this particular level. Since again this is a very strong point of resistance, it came down to this particular point of support. So what am I currently expecting? As you can see that I am actually in this trade. So as you can see, excuse. So as you can see that you can see the plan that I have, but then this is a breakout to the downside. You can see that the markets, let me first of all remove this and then so that we can be able to discuss it very well. And also I remove this. So you can see that this is a general move to the upside. This is a general clear move to the upside. And then when you look at this, it was respecting this particular trend line based on this pattern. So you can see that in this area it respected it, in this area it respected it, in this area it respected this particular trend line that is below here. But when it comes to this particular level, you can see that this is a breakout to the downside. And then it is rising up as if it is coming for a retest in this particular level for it to further move toward the downside to this particular level that I here. So you can see that it is a hard decision to make, but then again, it is all about risking. It is all about but taking risks, but risks that are usually managed. So it is just not careless risk. So in this level, I still feel that the market are going to rise to these particular levels. Why am I saying that? So I'm saying that basically because if you look at the general move, that is the general move of the market. So let me just reduce this particular zoom. So the general move of the market based on this first trend line and this trend line that is here, you can see that we already have two touches to the downside. So what are we generally targeting? We are generally targeting the upside. That is a move toward the upside to tag this particular trend line that is above here. That is what based on our previous move. So you can see after several touches, the markets were able to rise up to this particular level that are here. So that is what is giving me a conviction that the market are going to rise to these particular levels that are here. So I'm expecting, though this is a breakout to the downside, but the markets are going to correct themselves in moving back to the pattern until they come to this particular level that are here, break above it, have a retrace, more retrace to, and then move to the upside. So in writing form, I'm expecting that though the market are at this particular level, the market may rise to this particular height that is here, come back for a retest. So in this, you can see this is a very strong point of resistance. I mean, a point of support. So I'm expecting that the market may rise above to this particular level, come to this particular level before creating a breakout to the upside. So that is what I'm currently expecting for when it comes to the USD JPY. So it is a wonderful experience. So I would like to wish you a nice weekend ahead. So focusing on to next week, that is what I'll be expecting out of the USD JPY. So it is my desire that you people may continue having the motivation to trade. So if you are experiencing any severe losses, please, the only thing that can help you when experiencing when you are especially when you are experiencing a lot of losses is make sure that you first of all take some time off to relax your mind. Life it is not that serious. So you take some time off, cool off your mind, and then the market will always be waiting for you. So the market will always be there. It won't escape. So don't have that fear that you're going to miss out. No. Remove the fear of missing out completely from your mind. So that is all that I had for you for today. It is always my prayer that may the peeps always be with you.